Hi guys, this is the Crafting Q Catholic Mom, and today we are talking about my Catholic Bible and also my Catholic junk journal. If you have been following my TikTok, you know that I've really been diving into my junk journals, and my lives also show my junk journaling with this book over here, and also the my Catholic journaling Bible. So let's get started. Inspire Catholic Bible, and I will show it to you right there. And I have a cover on it to protect it, only because it is, these things tend to get dirty really fast. So I just made this cover out of some fabric tape. This is literally like a school folder, and you'll see when I open it up how it's done. And I literally just slide it on just to give it a little extra protection, because they do tend to get dirty. And have some like little like sticky pockets. I got these in Target when it's back to school, and they're for like labeling, but it's good to have some like prayer cards or pictures or something like that. And then I just have some prayer cards that I thought were pretty and matched the front with some pink, one of course of Jesus and Mother Mary. This is my favorite prayer card. So it's just, offering yourself to the Lord. And this is the miraculous medal prayer. So I have two of those. So and I just put that, I'm like, those are my two favorite ones. So I put those right there. So here it is. This is when you open it up. Like I said, it's literally just a folder, and I just put it on it. It's not glued or anything like that, and I just hold like a paper clip to it, just so it again, it gives a special it has special just extra protection. So when you first open it up, here's the splash page, and then I have my patron saint of Palermo, which is where my family and we're from. I am 100% Sicilian American. So my father is born there. My mom is more Americanized, but they're from the same town in Italy, in Sicily. So I grew up every summer there. I've spent many time there. My whole father's side of the family is still there. Obviously, my grandparents, all my first cousins, my father's sisters are all there. He's one of 7, big Catholic Sicilian family, and so they're still in Italy. So hoping to plan to go there soon. We'll see. We'll see how TikTok and YouTube, channel goes, so we can get a trip there. I do want to do a pilgrimage to Rome, and so eventually. So hopefully that's in the near future. But yeah, so when you first open this up, you have my patron saint, and I have some prayer cards, additional ones here, and then I have like a family rosary, prayer guide, and then I just have some extra prayer cards that I like, same ones, and then the Divine Mercy. And these are just some people that I like to watch while I study. I watch Father Tim Peters. Again, I've said this multiple times. He's the Catholic perspective. That's what we're supposed to do as Catholics. And also St. Teresa's Catholic Church in Georgia. They have study lessons also on YouTube, which is great. You usually follow one of the two of those, if like one is missing chapters versus the other. So then when you open this up, we have the splash page, the Inspire. Again, like I said, I've done this book before, but I just wanted to show some updates that I've done. But I will briefly go through things. It's a little fuzzy. Here is my bookmark. So I made that one. This is just from a Catholic store in town. We actually have a great Catholic store in my town that I can literally walk to, which is super convenient to have one of those near you. There's also some rectories and stuff that'll sell things, but this is literally just a Catholic store. They have everything you could think think of. So yeah, I had this. I had a tassel, and then I actually put this protective like sleeve over it. I didn't like the tassel, it was like flimsy, so I made this one from, it's like the remnants packaging from Hobby Lobby, and they have like different color groups. So I have the pastel one. I buy it very frequently because I make a lot of crafts out of these tassels. So yeah, it has the Memorare prayer. And then I'll show you what I do with these type of laminate things. I actually make like the shaker bookmarks out of them. I did a whole bunch of them. I'll show you like some I just recently did. Like this is an actual illustration I did on Procreate, and I printed that out. And then these I got some die cuts. I think I got this in Hobby Lobby. And then this one's just some like die cuts and beads. And I'm going to be selling these. If you are in Sayreville, New Jersey, or Central New Jersey, I am doing the Christmas shop fair at Our Lady of Victories in Sayreville on December 6th. I'm going to have a whole table of like handmade rosaries, bookmarks, keychain, like all this like handmade stuff, stationery stuff, like all the stuff that pertain to me. So I will be there. So you guys just check out my social media if you're in the area. So yeah, so these sleeves, you can make your own bookmarks, or they cover bookmarks. They're really fun to have. So I have this that I keep in the beginning. I rotate it where I keep it usually. But I will do a soft show of like the beginning of the Bible, because like I said, I've done this in previous videos. I just wanted to show you the update of like where I'm at. So like here's just an opening, and this is, like I said, a Catholic NIV inspired Bible. There's not a lot of Catholic fun journaling Bibles, so and this is also large print, which I love. So I highly recommend this, guys. You can get it in my TikTok shop, and also I will link it below. So here we are. I just pasted some things. I'll do a quick flip through, because this is really, I'm not in Old Testament really much. I am in Psalms, so I'll just do a quick flip through. And like, I'm reading, I haven't been in the Old Testament for a while. Leviticus. I've been doing really hardcore studying in the New Testament. So here we go. We have like the Shema prayer. So that's an important one. It's Deuteronomy 6:4 through 9. So that's an important one. So like I said, this is all new in my Old Testament. So I'll jump to Psalms. So my Psalms is highlighted. I have some like prayer cards. I have the Divine Mercy Chaplet, how to do your rosary. It's just, you know, just to keep it in there. And then I have my notes. So my Psalms is finished. So, I mean, I could always add to it. I mean, this is my first round. And they're highlighted. And then I use like, here we are, I have some like stamping, blending brushes I use, and some die cuts. So like, you'll see, I had some die cuts in my New Testament, and I took them out because they were ripping the pages. Sometimes die cuts can be a bit of a pain, so you have to be careful of like putting them in the middle, especially because it's hard to write on the next page. So like, if they're like this, it's fine because the next page will stay flat. But if they're in the middle, they tend to like keep the page high, and it was driving me nuts. So I had to take them out on some of my New Testament notes. But here we are. So we have like just some notes, and I do some coloring. Some stickers. I do love me some stickers. And then I did a tutorial on this one on painting. So this was just like some watercolor, and I picked a word that pertained to that psalm, and then I just decorated the word. And people are like, why do you have rainbows? Well, rainbows are a part of God promises. So that's why I like rainbows. And also Rainbow Bright. Anyone who knows me knows I love 80s. So, very clean art. Like I said, I did all my notes first, and then I could go back and like do things like this. So here we are. It's like, this was like some PET stickers and some blending brushes here, and then some highlights. And then I will go in eventually and finish this. This I plan to be my long-term Bible, so this could take years to work on, guys. So some people take years to finish a Bible. I got this I started in January, so I feel like I've gotten a lot done. More, like I said, in the New Testament. So then I have stuff like this. So this is like some die cuts, a printout, and this was from, this is from a, what's that stuff called? The Church Bulletin. And some other die cuts. A lot of notes. A lot of notes. It's like Anointing of the Home, Psalm 91. So if you guys feel like someone is sending spiritual warfare to you, this is a good one to do. And here is the prayer. So if you want to screenshot that, there that is. Some notes, and here's another one of like a 3D, which this one doesn't bother me too much. Like I said, it's when they're in the middle, it tends to bother me a lot. I did that one on TikTok live. If you guys aren't following me on TikTok, you should, because I do a lot of lives on there. And then this one I just did. This is like a fall themed. I'm not finished with it. I still want to add a little more. Because I feel like you could do a lot of artwork in Psalms and Proverbs. It's very open to interpretation. That's why I like to do that type of stuff in there. Some stickers again. More coloring. Okay, so here we go. Now we're into Proverbs again. Like I said, I only started working on Psalms in the Old Testament. So I'll just do a little, like, you could say, this is a great journaling Bible for Catholics. And they also do have the Protestant Christian versions as well. There's like a ton you can choose from. The Book of Daniel. Like I said, this has all the books. So let's fast forward. Okay, I'm going to go to New Testament. Okay, here we are. Yeah, I'll start from here. In the New Testament. So there it is. And then I glued some like ribbons on the edges that I had some scraps on, which I think I need to re-glue because it's coming off. But yeah, some printouts on Pinterest that I liked. This I talked about in my last video. I found this while I was walking in front of a Knights of Columbus. I was looking for a job, and St. Joseph is the patron saint of looking for like employment and things like that. So they had this card, and it's super special to me. So I thought it would be a great place to have it in the front of my New Testament. And then also I have this like Latin Holy Rosary translation that one of the churches I go to, the one near my job, gave out, which I thought was amazing. It's like half Latin. Isn't that cool? Half Latin, half English. And it's like Rosary, let's see, Apostle Creed, Sign of the Cross, Our Father, Hail Mary, Glory Be. It's like a whole bunch of them. Fatima Prayer, Hail Holy Queen, Let Us Pray, St. Michael Prayer. And because I know Italian very well, you know, like I said, my father speaks Italian, so growing up we spoke Italian, and obviously going to Italy and my grandparents and everything, I had to speak Italian. So Latin is very easy for me to like get because of the you know, the language similarity to Italian. So we have that. That's new. So I'll show you the flip through. So here we go. Notes on the Beatitude, and then I have prayer cards. Lots of coloring, color pens. Love my color pens. I have a ton of color pens. So for these, a lot of people ask me what type of markers do I use, and you can get these on my TikTok shop. So these are the Shuttle Art acrylic paint markers, and I have a ton of colors. They don't bleed through on the other side, so when you do color them, I think this is actually that color. You'll see, hold on, I will show you. They don't bleed through like regular markers. That's why I tend to like this, and the coverage is better than a regular marker. So you can see there's nothing on the other side based from that. So I do recommend those. Some prayer cards I got in Hobby Lobby. I'll show you the tops of this. Okay, there we go. Some prayer cards. Notes. I try to color coordinate my pages. Some tip-ins. More notes. Eventually I'll go back and like do more artwork. A lot of notes and reading, guys. A lot of lessons here. Each lesson is about an hour for each chapter, so it does take a lot of time. Some are a little shorter, but you know, you could do an hour lesson for a chapter. Some blending brush modes. Acrylic markers. So you'll see in the beginning of my New Testament, it's not as art driven because I had transferred a lot of notes from my old Bible into here because my other one wasn't that great. It wasn't the translation I wanted to use anymore. So that's why I did switch over. This is the crosses. He is risen. And then here we are in Mark. I find my pens from all over. Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Dollar Tree. I mean, Amazon. I try all different type of markers and pens. Sticky notes. I love sticky notes. Stationery. Things like that. Luke is the story of Christmas, my favorite. Prayer cards. And then they tip in like that so you can see the whole thing. Because I do have a box of like prayer cards. I do that, but sometimes I want to put it in my Bible. See, some are like very clean spreads, you know. There we go. Like, these are very clean notes. Might have to like color some of these. And then these are like some clear die cuts I got from Hobby Lobby, which are really fun. I like those a lot. And then you have that, and more here. Really clean notes. And like sometimes I'm like, do I like a clean Bible with notes or a more artistic version of notes. Just willy-nilly. I don't know. I go back and forth. Because my old one was a little crazier, which probably eventually this will turn into that. I'm not going to lie. But for now, it's clean. Yeah, and then this is just like a printout from Pinterest. I loved that image. So I put the passage that it matches to. Stations of the Cross. More notes. So now you start to see it gets heavier in notes because, like I said, my old one, I transferred those notes and then I put them into here, and then you could tell like it starts to get heavier because I'm actually doing straight the lessons straight into here, if that makes sense. I don't know what's up with my camera. I hate this camera, guys. I thought I liked it, but I was trying to avoid using my phone camera because I have a great mic system, but my camera, I've been like going through cameras trying to find the right one. So here we go. My husband thinks he's funny. I hear him talking to his friends. You ever try to do a video and your husband is a loud Italian guy trying to make jokes with his friends? That's what I'm dealing with. Yeah, lots of notes, guys. This one's a beautiful image too. More prayer cards. Again, I like this in Pinterest. So I put it in the correct passage. So you could do that to make your own illustrations. They have tons of beautiful artistic renditions of illustrations. So I just put them in the correct passage. Lots of highlighters. I like gel highlighters, particularly for my Bible. It's like this starts to get colorful. And that's the Pope, a passage about the Pope. See, this is what I mean. What happens with when you start putting hard papers in the middle versus the edges, it'll pop up more. So like, here, look, I'll show you. So like, let's say that was glued in and it's a cardstock. That's what happens. So that's why I stopped doing it and started doing more at the edge of it so the pages are flat, if that makes sense. Some more die cuts, a lot of stickers, more die cuts. These were just like some stamps I had and I made my own words. So like, yeah, more stickers at the edge. I had a shaker here and it was super thick. It was driving me crazy, so I just took that out recently. And I gotta finish some of the artwork there. And it like ripped a little. And this had if you saw, I think some of my other videos, I had a big butterfly in the middle, but it was just really hard with the pages to follow. So I had to take it out because it was driving me mad. So I took that out. Here we are in Acts. A lot of notes, guys. Coloring. A lot about Paul. And these are all blending brushes with stamps and inks. Over here. Same here. So the difference between that and watercolors is watercolors will crinkle the paper. This does not crinkle paper when using the blending brushes. Some more of the blending brushes and stickers. PET stickers are great. Amazon has tons of sticker books, like big ones that you could get with a lot of stuff. This one was good because like some of the ones I have like coffee shops and bread and stuff, so which pertains to communion and drinks like wine bottles and things like that. So I like that one. We got purple going on here. A lot of purple. And we got the pinks. So like when you put it in the middle, it tends to do that like lifting thing that drives me crazy. But you can see that the notes get heavier and they've been getting heavier. Like I said, like this page I love, like, because I'm in it more. So this is how I plan on doing it more and more moving forward. Like these notes are getting heavier and heavier, like that one. I like the more colorful ones lately than the like less colorful ones. I don't know. It'll probably change as time goes. And here we are in Corinthians. I'm in Corinthians now. Why is it? It's like this camera is just weird. I don't know if I'm gonna use this anymore. But yeah, this is where I'm at now. Do some today. So I made this illustration on a for my Christmas craft fair that I'm doing. So I just made that bookmark and I printed out. I did the graphic on it and stuff like that. I did a bunch of them. And then these are fun. These are those new magnetic type of bookmarks. You can find them on Etsy. But yeah, that's where I'm at now. So I'm in Corinthians. So I'll just do a flip through. And I have a couple of like random ones. So it's my mom calling me. I'll call her back once I'm done. But like here, some notes that I plan on putting in. I haven't decided where I'm going to put that yet. So put that like that. Yeah, just like glue this down. But you can see, guys, you see how like it's literally inside of the folder. So you could just pop it right out. That way it's just protecting it. That's all it is. So here is the Bible. That's the junk journal. So this is literally, people are always asking me, what do you use? What do you use? What do you use? I use everything for my junk journals. So like I have like literally pamphlets and things. These are like church bulletins that I have to go through and like printout sheets. So I will use this stuff for my junk journaling too. It's literally in my Bible basket, my tote bag. So like this is from a church bulletin image, and I thought it would be great to use. So it's a simple like sketchbook. I mean, eventually I don't think I'm going to be able to complete every page in here. I'm going to try to do a little more, and then I might have to start another book. But yeah, these are literally church bulletins, paints, washi tapes. I mean, I put everything in these, guys. Like church bulletin, this was a sticker, some gems, some little like die cut stuff, PET stickers. This was from a calendar, Catholic calendar I had that was old. These are prayer cards from Dollar Tree. And then some gems and stickers, markers. Same here. This was like a printout from church about the Holy Face of Jesus. Some washi tape. Same here, a bulletin. And then I just like put some random scraps. Because you know what? It has prayers in there. I feel bad like throwing them out. And I don't want to be a hoarder and keep everything. So I like to like use the important stuff for my junk journals. I also have a secular one, but I don't use it much of a junk journal. I'll get to it eventually. But yeah, like stamps I made these like little things, and then putting jewels and die cuts washi tape. Some of them are more simple. Like this is not as simple. And some of them get a little crazy. Some of them are more thought out than others as well. Like some of them is like an actual scrapbook layout and others are just like thrown together. So like some of these images are from Pinterest as well. Like these are from church bulletins, Hobby Lobby, dollar store, Pinterest, washi tapes, and then like blending brushes. It's like some really pretty images, prayers, some really nice prayers, Our Lady, this was around Easter time, some pretty things. This is my daughter drew that when she was really little, and it was like on a random scrap of paper that I saved. I was like, oh, I'm gonna put it in here. It's like randomness. And then this is when the Pope passed away. It was all around the same time. Some more like, just like, this was like an envelope, an extra envelope. And they had this like in literally like a church bulletin, so I put it in there. Printouts. This was the Pope. This was Pentecost. Sacred Heart. Our Lady of Fatima. I had a lot of stuff of Our Lady. Medjugorje. Rosary. This was Saint Anthony. You can see it's like during the times, like throughout the year. Virgin Mary, Guadalupe. It was Mother's Day. It was like all around May, June at this point. You could see like the times a year. It's just some prayers, some guardian angel stuff. Saint Rosalie, again, my patron saint. Our Lady of Knock, August now we're in. Like this I did a live on TikTok. It was really pretty. I like this one. This one's like a Padre Pio one. Someone said, can you do a Padre Pio one? I said, sure. Put a little quote. And then my mom bought me this, which was really nice. And then this is what I'm working on now. It's not done, so just working on that. And then this was like a shaker I made, and it says Jesus. But yeah, guys, so this is where I'm at, and just keep going, just keep making. I hope this inspires you, and have a great Sunday. More updates coming soon. I have a Bible review on my Precious Moments Bible, excuse me, that I will be doing probably next week. And then I have a whole bunch of like shaker bookmarks, like I said, I've been working on. I've been working on the craft show and stuff like that. So if there's anything you'd like to see or for me to review, give me a shout out and I will get that information or video to you if I can. And yeah, with that being said, have a great Sunday. Have a great week. Hope you have a great, these fall holidays are starting to come up with the kids. And yeah, so God bless. Like and subscribe. And see you soon, guys. Bye.